Hello, welcome to the channel, Yachtically Speaking. My name is Gary. I hope you're having a wonderful day. The larger yacht that you see in front of you here is a 2019 Greenline 48 Coupe presented by Yacht Sales International. This is a special vessel loaded with features, and what makes it special is that it is a hybrid yacht. This will allow you to take advantage of both electric and diesel cruising, which gives this yacht impressive range, efficiency, and comfort. Let's hop on board and see what she has to offer. Starting at the stern, we see a large hydraulic swim platform. It extends out 4 feet, can hold up to 1,110 pounds, and comes with removable stainless steel staples, which is a great security feature, as well as removable dinghy chocks and straps. Stepping on board, we see a grilling area with sink. This is a fantastic place to prep food and cook it without smelling up the boat. Picture a beautiful sunset at anchor, grilling up your favorite treats and some alfresco dining in the cockpit. Very, very nice. Great little spot. Stepping into the cockpit, we have some great features here. First of all, tons of room. It's just amazingly roomy for the size of boat it is, but we see a teak table here with removable cup holders. There is plenty of seating all around this table. Quite a few people can sit around here. There's plenty of room for playing games, alfresco dining as I mentioned, and underneath all this seating, of course, is storage. So down here you've got compartments where you can place equipment, ropes, cleaning supplies, fenders, whatever it is you need to get out of the way down there. On the floor over here, we see the hatch for the engine compartment. There's some furniture on top of it at the moment, so I'm not going to mess around with that. But basically, if you just kind of flick those two latches, pull up the door, you'll have access to the engine compartment. Over here, we've got a really neat little feature. If I lift these cushions up, get those out of the way, underneath here, we have a latch that we can open up that exposes a really nice lazarette area. So there's lots of room down there to store stuff, plenty of space to move around, and it's got its own air conditioning unit, so it makes rummaging around down there on a hot summer day much more pleasant. Very nice touch. There's always a need for space to store stuff on boats, and this one is no exception. Throw these cushions back on here. Turning around, we see that we've got controls for the hydraulic swim platform. Beside that, we have the life preserver, and taking a quick look down the wide side deck, which we'll get to in a second. And back here, we've got this large window that we can open up, and that creates open space between anyone in the galley and those in the cockpit area. It's fantastic for entertaining or just getting air through the boat. And then we've got doors over here that can slide to the side out of the way. It really just gives you a large, single-level living and entertaining space. Stepping into the galley, what really strikes me about this vessel is the width of it. As we move forward, we are greeted with a wide, spacious, bright interior. Lots of room in here, lots of window space to enjoy the view, large U-shaped dining area. That table can be lowered to create a lounge for movie night or for additional guests you might have on board. On the other side, we've got storage in here. And to the right of that, we have a Melee 46-bottle wine cooler. Accessing it is kind of cool. I just touch right here. The door kind of pops open. I can then reach in and access my beverage of choice, and then when I'm done, I basically just partway shut it, and it's self-closing. Above that, we have a Samsung 40-inch TV, and if we look at this little button right here, we can press that, and we'll see that the TV will recess. And of course, we can put it back up if we wish. Behind that, we have the galley area. There's plenty of room here because, again, it's just so wide all through. We've got a convection microwave oven here. We've got storage above, more storage below, storage on the sides, and right here underneath the sink, we have ourselves a Danby dishwasher. Very convenient. Above the convection microwave, we have a shelf that we can set out towards the cockpit for serving food or drinks. We've got the 2-burner induction cooktop. And to our left, we have a double sink To the left of that, we have a little receptacle here that you can put small bits of trash in or use it for storage if I can get it open. And then over here on the other side of the sink, we have the actual trash bin. Now the cool thing about this is you throw your trash right in there, and then, I'll just put this lid back on here if I can. If we come around outside, over to the side deck, we'll see a little door down here that we can then open up and access that trash bin, as well as a little bit of storage. Makes it very nice to grab the trash without lugging it through the interior space. All right, let's pause for another quick look at the interior. Very nice. There's storage abounds in here. Got storage up here. Right here we've got the freezer, fridge. Beside that, we have additional storage. And then below that, room for coffee maker and then ice maker. Right here, behind the dining settee, we have the electric panel for easy access. And then, of course, we have outlets all around. Recessed lighting in the ceiling. Gorgeous. Very, very roomy boat. Now, down on the floor here, we see another hatch. This is the finished basement. You'll notice here we have steps down to a washer-dryer combo unit and more room for storage down there or an additional freezer for longer stays aboard. The owner's cabin is forward on this yacht, so this is great use of this midship space. I'm not going to climb down there because it's quite slippery with just socks on, but excellent, excellent use of space. Have I said this is an extremely roomy vessel? I am very, very impressed with it. In the helm area, we have all the standard equipment here. Here we see the throttle controls, thruster controls, compass forward. We have two 12-inch Raymarine touchscreen multifunction displays that are integrated with 4 Raymarine video cameras, including one in the engine room, 2 rear, and 1 facing forward. There's a Victron GX color display for managing your energy storage systems, and all the rest of the switches and controls you would expect, as well as Yacht controller. This is handy. You just swing it around your neck. You can be anywhere on the yacht and control it. Makes it very easy to run single-handed. The captain's seat provides room for 2 adults with bolster. Underneath here, we have access to what I believe is one of the air conditioning units. And then at the end of this seating area, we've got additional storage for maps, binoculars, anything that might need to be within easy reach for the captain. We also have a helm door, providing easy access to the side deck. I'll tell you what, I'm a good-sized boy, and I'm able to get in and out of that door with ease. I don't feel as if I have to contort myself or as if I have to squeeze my way through there, so it's very convenient for getting on deck or communicating with folks on the dock as you tie up. One of my favorite features about this vessel, if we push this little button right here, take a look above, and we see the sunroof. This thing is massive. It opens up probably about 4 feet. It's as wide as the cabin on the vessel. Great for letting in a lot of air. Great for letting in a lot of sun on a beautiful day. We, of course, can close it if we wish. And you'll notice the shades that you can pull forward on it. If I lift it up here again, you can see the little strings that you can pull the shade forward with. So if you want to have just a tinted window up there with a little bit of sort of light coming through, you can. If you want to block that completely, you can pull the shades and get more protection from the sun. Moving below decks, we've got a very spacious atrium here. You'll see those panels on the floor. Those are for accessing plumbing, tanks, other guts of the boat. And if we look to the port side of the vessel, we see a really nice 2-bunk cabin in here. Those bunks are nice and wide. On some boats, not so much. There's plenty of storage in here. We've got a hanging locker right here. Lots of room in there. Below that, we've got some drawer storage. And then, of course, we have a TV for entertainment while you're in here. And then additional shelving and storage around this space. If If we look behind the main door here, we see that this cabin has its own ensuite. Very roomy. You've got the head, got the sink. This is a wet head. We've got a window for light and ventilation. Coming back out, we see we've got a full-length mirror on the back of the cabin door. And then if we cross the hallway here, over to the starboard side of the boat, we see that we have basically an identical cabin. Again, the nice wide bunks, same storage, hanging locker, drawers. And then we have access to a head over here as well. This is a shared head. That door that you see to the left there, that goes out to the main hallway. So this would act as the day head, as well as a head that the occupants of this cabin can use. So if we come out here, we can also access it through this doorway as well. This is also a wet head, so it can be used as a shower. Moving into the owner's cabin, we see that we have a nice wide bed in here. This is actually an oversized queen or an undersized king, depending on if you're a glass half full or glass half empty kind of person. We've got storage drawers below. We've got storage all around. There's compartments up above, shelving units as well. Plenty of room in there. We've got another one right there, another one right there, and right there as well. Plenty of natural light around also. And this is an interesting way. These little springs keep these doors open for the storage compartments. If you want to close it, you just tap it like that, and it closes. Very handy. Got a nice sized hanging locker here. Plenty of room in there. And there's also one over on the other side as well as the TV. That white thing, I'm not quite sure what that is. I believe it's an air purifier. It was probably added on by the owner. Plenty of natural light, as I mentioned. Lots of views outside. Very nice space. Now, the really neat thing I like about this owner's cabin is over here we've got the head. Very spacious, lots of light in here, lots of ventilation opportunities. And you'll notice down below here, you'll see what looks like shower controls over in the corner. That is actually a handheld bidet. And there's one in every head on this vessel. How cool is that? Now, if we come over to the other side of the stateroom, we see a dedicated shower. Look at the space in here. All kinds of room. Again, lots of ventilation, lots of light. Just a really nice feature on this vessel is to have these two rooms separate, the head and the shower. For a 50-foot boat, this vessel has the feeling of a 60-footer in terms of space available and layout. It's just a really, really comfortable vessel to be on. So there we have it, our owner's cabin. Back on the upper deck and going out the starboard doorway from the helm. We get out on the deck here, and again, there's lots of room for me to get, I'm a good-sized guy, lots of room for me to get out that door. We see the teak deck, and we've got a really nice high railing all around this vessel. It's very solid. It feels very safe out here. There's boarding gates on both sides of the vessel within that railing. And then as we move forward, we see our anchor gear up front here, the teak decking continued. And down here, we've got storage on the right-hand side, or the starboard side, for your ropes and fenders and whatnot. And on the port side here, we have the windlass, along with the road locker and controls. And then as we spin around here, we see a nice large sun pad for lounging on those lovely days or slow cruises, and the nice low profile of this vessel. Notice on the side deck there, that cutout. That's so that you can see out the windows from the owner's cabin. Very nice touch. And then as we continue down the side deck here, we see the continuation of the nice high solid railing, the boarding gate there. And then as we continue back here, we see that we have a little homing beacon installed, should it ever be needed. Hopefully not, but a nice handy feature to have. We'll wrap up our tour of the Greenline 48 Coupe with another profile view from the opposite dock. Thank you to Yacht Sales International for arranging the walkthrough, and as always, thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel to grow and provide more great content for you, and I'll see you on another yacht tour real soon.